Heath here from pickinglessons.com. Jingle Bells on the mandolin. This is a lot of fun. We're in the key of G. This arrangement has a version for the verse melody and the chorus melody. In a moment, we're going to take a look at the first 8 bars of the chorus melody here in this lesson to get us going. But if you head over to pickinglessons.com, you can grab the tablature there in the member section. We'll continue this lesson. We'll break down the remainder of the melody for the chorus and have a look at the verse as well. You'll also have some play along and backing tracks once you do get to know it there as well. Now, we are in the key of G and there's a whole lot going on here. We're really embellishing around the melody in this version. So the melody's certainly there, but there's a whole lot more going on. To begin this part of the chorus, there's that melody, that B note. But what we're doing here, firstly double stop, and then some moving around that last of the melody notes in the first bar, rather than the plain old. So the double stop is the third finger there in the G and the B on top, that's our melody. And then this little scale movement around the B. So throughout the arrangement, we're filling some of the space, and we're filling some of the space around that melody when there's a longer pause, and sometimes when the melody is just sitting on the quarter note too. So first bar again, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and watch the right hand picking as always, those eighth notes down, up, quarter notes are the down. The second measure, we kind of flip that on its head. So we kind of repeat the same thing, but we're doing it the other way around. So we're straying a little further from the melody, but that's what this version is going to be all about. We're really bluegrassing it up here. So first 2 measures together, ready, and. Those double stops there. Into the third measure. So the third measure, melody. But what we're going to play. So those melody notes are certainly featured in there, but we're just tweaking it a little bit. So all down, up picking, and we'll continue these themes throughout. So as we move into measure 4, we're going to take the melody up an octave here. We're going to move up the neck. So we've got this, the melody finishes there, and then we've got all this filler through the rest of the measure. And we're going to change positions there, and we're going to end up in the next measure there at the 8th fret there, the C with our third finger. So 4th measure along, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and you can use that open string on the second half of the bar there to shift your hand position. Into measure 5, so we've got the C chord coming in here, so the C chord in the accompaniment, and our melody is, that's the basic melody. Here, we're playing some cross-picking. So we've got some cross-picking. The C is the melody. We're supporting it with the E there at fret 7. So third finger, second finger. All the left-hand fingering is in the tablature too, as is the right hand. So this cross-picking moment, we have down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Yeah, back and forth between those 2 strings. So the C and the E. We kind of continue this through the next measure. So there's that melody to the B there. So 6th measure. We might just pop those 2 together, 5 and 6. Ready, third finger, ready, and. We're using the open E string to help us change position there too. So after the C to the open E rather than the fretted E, open E will help us just change position. You're going to use that third finger there on the B, then first finger on the D there. Measure 7. Here, we're kind of staying a little closer to the melody this time. Finishing up there on that D position. So the melody in that bar would be that, just plain old melody. So what we're doing, open E, passing that G, back to the A, to the B, back to the A. and then the double stop there on the D. And that closes out this first half of the chorus melody. The second half of the melody does change slightly. We're moving down the neck to finish it off, so we don't come back up the neck again for the second half. Let's have a play through what we've got. There is a bit of repeat as you go through the second section, so if you're working on these first 8 bars, that'll really help you get to know what's going to happen next. But there is a whole lot of variation through this arrangement. Now, first 8 measures, we'll take it nice and slow. Do go back and practice, making sure your left hand position's okay and your right hand picking is really solid. But let's have a play through these 8 bars nice and slow. Ready, and... double stops. Moving up the neck, cross picking. And the double stop there in the D position. This is great fun. This is a really fun way of playing the tune. We're not sticking to that really simple melody. We are varying it around. We're doing some bluegrassy style licks and movement around the melody. So it's a lot of fun. Pickinglessons.com, you can grab the tablature, but we will break down the remainder of this lesson in the member section there. So there's more variation to come in the chorus, and there's a whole lot of variation for that verse melody as well. So pickinglessons.com, I'll see you there.